41,400 seniors died from a fall last year. Not a car accident, not a disease, a fall. And here's what no one is telling you. Most of those falls could have been prevented. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can prevent yours. What I need you to understand, falls are one of the #1 causes of fatal injury and fatal accidents in senior aged adults, especially if you're over the age of 65. 1 in 4 of you over the age of 65 is going to fall this year. And falling once doubles your chances of falling again. That's not a warning. That's the beginning of a literal death spiral. The medical system is reactive. It responds to your fall. You're going to have an ER visit, a surgery, a stay in a rehab facility, or a hospital. Again, this is a reactive system that's failing you. What you need is a proactive system. You have to get ahead of the problem and work to prevent it. And that's going to start right now with this video. Most falls are caused by one of 3 things. These are 3 very specific, very fixable, and trainable things. Most people have no idea what they are, and that makes me angry. #1 is going to be ankle mobility or lack of ankle mobility. I've said it before and I'll say it again, and I'm going to keep saying it. Tight ankles are directly correlated and also cause an increased fall risk. When you can't dorsiflex your ankle, right, meaning you can't bend your toes up towards your nose, the brain cannot predict where the ground is going to be correctly. Suddenly you'll start to trip over nothing. You'll slip on nothing. That's not clumsiness. That's just simple mechanics of your foot and all the soft tissue around your ankle. Your foot loses the ability to know where it is in space. So of course you're gonna fall. #2 is quad weakness. Quadriceps are one of the biggest muscle groups in your body. They control every time you step down off a curb, you go down a step. They help when you go sit to stand. When your quads are weak, your knees will buckle under load. That buckle is going to be what takes you down. Most seniors have lost 30 to 40% of their overall strength, and they don't even know it until they have their first fall. By then, it can often be too late. That death spiral has already begun. #3 is reaction time. This is one of the real killers because as we age, the connection between our brain and our muscles, as well as the muscles in our brain, actually degrades over time, and that signal slows down. That signal can slow down by 25 to 35%. So when you start to slip, your body doesn't even sense it. And then when it does sense it, the reaction time is delayed. But here's what they won't tell you. You can train your reaction time and you can actually reverse some of this decline. And that's what we're going to do today with this fall prevention protocol. The first step to this fall prevention protocol is you have to test. You have to see where you are at before we get going. I want you to know where you stand, literally. The first test that we're going to do is just a simple single leg stance test. You're going to find somewhere sturdy where you have something to hang on to. And how long can you stand on each leg when you're on one foot? If it's under 5 seconds, then Houston, we got a problem. If it's between 5 and 10 seconds, then you're a moderate fall risk. If it's over 10 seconds, then that's great. We have something to work with. So that's going to be test #1. Test #2 is going to be you walking in a tandem position. So one foot right in front of the other, kind of the old DUI test. I want you to walk 10 steps. Count the amount of times that you lose your balance and need to step out. If you need to, you can pause this video and go test yourself right now. I'll wait. I'll be right here. Here's your fall prevention protocol. 3 exercises. It's going to take you approximately 10 minutes every single day. And this is not just a maybe you should try it, just a suggestion. This is going to be something that actually keeps you off the floor. Exercise #1 is going to be calf raises in a door frame. This is going to build strength and stability and range of motion in your ankles. You are going to stand in a doorway with both of your hands on the door frame. You're going to step to the back of the door frame with your heels and lean forward with your chest towards the front of the door frame. Raise yourself up, keeping your knees locked, slow and controlled. You are going to do 10 to 20 repetitions. Eventually, you will build up to being able to perform 30 or 40 repetitions. This will be something you are going to perform every morning. You are building calf strength and ankle stability before you fall. Most people never train this, and this is one of the reasons why most people fall. Exercise #2 is going to be a wall sit, and this is for quad rebuilding. You're going to find a solid wall. I recommend you just use the door frame that you were just standing in. Feet are going to be shoulder width apart. You're going to step out from the wall slightly and slide your back down the wall. And hopefully you can get your quads parallel with the floor. You're going to hold this position for 20 to 30 seconds. Ideally, you can work up to 60 to 90 seconds. And you're going to feel that burn. And this burn is that weakness leaving your body. It's leaving those quadricep muscles. Again, this muscle is what helps prevent knee buckling and you ending up on the floor. Exercise number 3 is going to be what's called a 4 square step test. This is full-on reactive balance training. And this is what physical therapists actually use to measure fall risk in a clinical setting. And we're going to use it to help eliminate your overall fall risk. So here's the setup. You're going to take 4 canes, 4 dowels, or broomsticks. You can even use tape if you want. You're going to lay them on a floor to create a plus sign and 4 squares. Go ahead, start in square 1 and go clockwise and then all the way counterclockwise. That's going to be 1 full repetition. I want you to do 4 repetitions. Ideally, you can do 1 repetition in at least 15 seconds, meaning you should be able to do 4 repetitions in under 60 seconds. Every single step you take requires your brain to plan, your ankle to stabilize, your quad is actually having to absorb the load, right? Forward, backward, lateral steps. You are going to time yourself at least once a week, and the clock doesn't lie. Now, I want to talk to you about something that most physical therapists won't touch, and that's fear. Here's a statistic that should stop you cold in your tracks. The fear of falling by itself literally increases your risk of falling. People start taking smaller steps. They stop going out with friends and family. They stop walking outside. They stop moving. And that physical decline alone and that decrease in activity increases your overall fall risk. You are not fragile. You are trainable. I've worked with people in their 80s and 90s who have rebuilt their bodies from nothing. It is possible. It is your job to give your body the signal to build itself up and get stronger. These exercises are part of that signal. So here's what I want you to do. You're going to do a 30-day challenge. These 3 exercises every single day, Monday through Friday. You're going to do the calf raises in your door frame. 1 set, as many as you can tolerate. Like I said, for most people, it's going to be 10 to 20 repetitions at the start. You can build up to 30 or 40. After that, you will perform 3 sets of wall sits. Ideally, you build yourself up to 60 to 90 seconds. You will take a 1 to 2 minute rest break in between each trial when you perform your 3 sets. Here's what I want you to do. It's going to be a 30-day challenge. You're going to do these 3 exercises every single day. Calf raises in the door frame, perform 1 set, as many repetitions as you can tolerate. Then you're going to perform 3 sets of the wall sits. Ideally, you build yourself up to 60 to 90 seconds with each repetition. Feel free to rest for another 60 to 90 seconds in between every single repetition that you perform. After that, you are going to perform 4 rounds of your 4 square step test. You will time yourself at least once a week when you perform this exercise. Your goal will always be to beat your time from last week. At the end of 30 days, I want you to retake that self-assessment that we just performed at the beginning of this video, the single leg stance time and the walking in a tandem position 10 steps. I promise you those numbers will be better. And when they are, you're going to come back here and let me know in the comments, because I will read every single comment. So now you have a real fall prevention protocol, not a pamphlet, not some silly grippy socks, an actual protocol. And if this video has helped you, please like and subscribe. Please share it with someone who you know who might benefit from this video, because 41,400 people died last year and they didn't have to. Don't let the next one be someone that you love. I'm OPT Steve, and I'll catch you on the next one.